Pampanga leads.
Starting five for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns in Game 2 of your MPBL National Finals. Jeff Viernes getting the start ahead of Kurt Rayson. Kasama niya si MJ Garcia, Archie Concepcion, Jamie Ogilos, and the reigning MVP, Justin Baltazar. On the other side, for the Quezon Huskers, LJ Gonzalez is fit enough to play, and he will start alongside Judel Fuentes, Jason Opiso, Simon Sandagon, and Christian Bunyag. So obviously a bigger lineup here for Quezon to counter Pampanga's advantage. And on the other side naman, Kurt Rayson coming off the bench for some firepower.
Right, agree. And yung additional na firepower na yun is gonna be important for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns, as you don't wanna, todo na kagad ka pag dating sa first quarter.
That's Philippine Ambassador to the United Arab Emirates, Honorable Alfonso Ver. Such a great day for everyone here in Dubai. Lalo na yung mga mahilig sa basketball. Now, they got a venue almost built to capacity as we begin Game 2. LJ Gonzalez nakuha ang rebound immediately of that jump ball. Here's LJ looking for Jodel Fuentes. Fuentes fires, no good. He's a 1 for 12 in the finals, Jodel Fuentes.
Yeah, that's right. And yung 11 attempts niya doon in the first game actually is one of the highest attempts he's done in the playoffs. And you gotta have Jodel Fuentes back in a good groove if Quezon wants to come back and claim number 2.
Archie Concepcion, the switch against Sandagon, long two. No, Jodel Fuentes collects the rebound. Jodel against MJ Garcia. They go to Opiso. With Sandagon. Gonzalez. Bounce pass, Sandagon, blocked by Igilos.
And again, the interior defense of the Pampanga Giant Lanterns showing their power and might inside.
What a save there from Archie Concepcion.
Yeah.
Any other venue in the MPBL, hindi mangyayari yun kasi usually may mga nakatakip na doon. Pero medyo malawak itong ating Rashid Bin Hamdan Indoor Hall. So nakalusot ang save ni Archie Concepcion.
Tsaka nararamdaman mo importansya nitong panalong ito para sa Pampanga. You see Jeff Viernes immediately trying to go into that action.
Fade away from Balti won't work. Here's Jodel. Atake si Fuentes. Binigay kay Sandagon. The extra pass to Bunyag. Great team basketball from the Quezon Huskers.
And I feel isa yan sa mga bagay na kailangan gawin ng Quezon Huskers right now. They gotta move the ball. You gotta move man and make the shot in the end. They've done that in game number 1, but it's just the perimeter shots not falling really for them.
First key adjustment from the Quezon Huskers, putting Jason Opiso at the 3 spot. And Simon Sandagon and Christian Bunyag ang sinabay sa loob. LJ Gonzalez with 7 on the shot clock. Gonzalez trying to split the double team, taken away by MJ Garcia. Jeff Viernes for 3. In and out. LJ doesn't have the numbers. Fuentes fires short.
Oh, wow.
0 for 2 for Jodel Fuentes.
Second almost unchallenged shot for Jodel, that which he normally makes. And right off the bat, you see Quezon is actually in trouble back there. You see Baltazar already on his favorite side of the block, on that left side of the floor. And the switches have to be faster here for the Huskers.
There's Jodel Fuentes attacking and finding Sandagon, who gives up the extra pass to Christian Bunyag for the first basket of the ball game. Pampanga still looking for their first points here. Garcia, the kick out. Viernes, no good. Igilos with the offensive rebound. Jamo finishes on the other side.
Let's not forget Pampanga is #1 when it comes to offensive rebounds and top when it comes to second chance points. And so you gotta be aware where these rebounders would be. Pahirapan mo kunin yung rebound para hindi madali makakuha ng second chance points.
Here's Fuentes trying to extricate himself from Viernes. Judel unable to score in that teardrop. Viernes to Concepcion. Kick out. Balti. Good.
There are things really that's everybody's got to be gifted, but for a big man to be able to make shots outside, you very rarely see. Itong si Baltasar make shot like those. And from 3 points, it's just a 17% three-point shooter. So, but every time he's free, he's gonna take it.
His three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances, the reigning MVP. His range has expanded all the way to the 3.9 here sa MPBL. It's down to his last few games as a Pampanga Giant Lantern.
That's right, and so he wants to close this out the right way for the Giant Lanterns.
Viernes short on the three. Rebound, Balti, fouled by Bunya.
Bunyag's got to have his hands full against the mobility of Baltasar. You know, lahat ng mga big man itong Pampanga always trying to secure the offensive rebound after every shot.
Igilos to Concepcion on the right wing. Archie uses the Balti pick. Archie knocks down the three.
Ngayon, in the last 3 attempts, Pampanga Giant Lanterns 2 out of 3 from 3. Ang tanong ngayon, how long will that zone stand for Quezon?
8-2. That's an 8-0 run. Jodel will continue to fire and continue to miss.
He's been struggling.
Big time.
Oo, 9% three-point shooting lang yan in game number 1.
Gonzalez, the hesitation move.
Good pick.
Fuentes, short. Jodel gets his own miss.
And the attempts of Jodel really is a microcosm of how Quezon has been.
It's Archie Concepcion knocking down the three. And you see, you know, as you mentioned, mas mature ang nilalaro ni Archie Concepcion. He's been very efficient with his, even with his emotions, actually.
In check, in check, di ba?
Locked in. Itong si Archie Concepcion, emotions in check, and you find him in the groove, really, in the first 2 games. In the first game, and of course, the early stages of game 2.
And I guess Archie is one of the very invested players as he finally a 3 sunk here by the Huskers.
Now Francis Tamsi nails his first 3 of the ballgame. Kakapasok lang in place of Jodel Fuentes. And Felipe Marasigan, who had 6 points in game 1, is also in the ballgame. Viernes wide open. That's a 3.
If you look at game number 1, Quezon was actually averaging 10 3-pointers a game. They got that in game number 1, but it's the perimeter shots that weren't falling. Pero itong shooting ng 3 points ng Pampanga Giant Lanterns really just giving them a different weapon in the playoffs.
It's a nice play drawn up to free up Tamsi, but on the other end, we forgot about Jeff Viernes, who relocates to the corner and knocks down that triple.
Napapansin mo doon ang depensa, naka-front against J-Mo eh. So pinabayaan yung corner. And Jeff, you can't leave Jeff in the corner alone. 3 out of 7 3-point shooting right now against 0 out of 4 para dito sa 1 out of 4 rather for Quezon.
Igilos at the Concepcion. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Archie will try to drive, and it's a turnover. A 3-second violation on Justin Baltasar. Or J-Mo Igilos, our officiating crew for game 2. Crew chief Edmar Avis, Carol Guay, Gabi Aguila, and our substitute referee Alan Manzano.
And that's the second turnover already para dito sa Giant Lanterns versus the 3 by the Huskers.
And LJ Gonzalez, miscommunication there with Simon Sandagon.
Sure looked like Simon was sinusubukan mag-set up ng flare screen para sa shooters niya papunta sa corner to clear that out, similar to what Tamsi did earlier. So magano naman ng mga ploys ng mga teams. If you run one play and it works, try to run it again if you see it continues to give you points.
Now Alvin Abundo has come in. And Coach, talk about what Pampanga needs to do here for them to get game 2.
Well, if I feel broken, don't fix it. Control mo pa rin yung offensive rebound, but you have to continue to play with a lot of force. Narinig natin sinabi yan ni Gov Coach Delta kanina, dictate the tempo, and of course, you have to be ready with transition, which should be a key weapon of the Quezon Huskers as a counter to the power of the Giant Lanterns.
So we'll see if that materializes in game 2. So far, so good for Pampanga. They're ahead 13-5. For Quezon, just absolutely crucial that they get this one. Igilos lost the handle. Abundo, steal by Viernes. Counter steal. Rodel Gravera comes away with it. Abundo just right behind him. Gravera. And I see him back out to Abundo. Coach, what about Quezon?
Well, they got to secure the defensive rebound, and whenever possible, push the pace, which is similar to what happened right there. They got the defensive rebound, they push the pace, and in the end, you got to make shots, because that's the difference right now in this series, and so far in this game. Oh, a hit right there between Lander and Balti.
Parang, you mentioned make shots, parang napakahirap ngayon yan para sa Quezon Huskers. Because that's really the essence of the game,
Exactly.
You have to make shots. I was actually surprised that it's there.
Yeah, but kasi it creates an efficiency factor dun sa pagtakbo naman sa kabila nitong Pampanga. Perimeter shots, you gotta make them.
And Justin Baltasar at the free throw line. Brandon Ramirez has checked into the game. 14-8. One for two para kay Balti.
Very rare split para kay Balti yan. Normally a 70-80% free throw shooter.
Tamsi has hit a couple of three-pointers here off the bench. Abundo finds Marasigan. Abundo. Look at the defense galing sa Pampanga. Gravera, sidestep three is good. Just in the nick of time.
At patuloy pa rin yung very good field goal percentage nito ni Rodel Gravera, immediately knocking it down.
Viernes misses the three. Rebound ni Tamsi. Takbo ang Quezon. Tamsi will attack. That's a blocking foul on Jeff Viernes.
Quezon Huskers actually got numbers. Shooters running the wings.
A while we thought Rodel Gravera was going to attack, but shot clock was winding down and Rodel launches and hits from beyond the arc.
Katulad na minention mo kanina, si Gravera, pag sumag-off ka, titirahan ka ng 3 points niyan. And if you try close out long, he's gonna attack you back.
So we got Raymond Binuya and Kurt Rayson coming into the game for MJ Garcia and Jeff Viernes. One of the rare times na Gravera with the offensive rebound, short on the follow-up, but he finishes up top.
How impressive has Rodel Gravera been in this series so far? He's just really elevated his game in the absence of the scoring of the other guys.
Rayson to Concepcion. Minerva doing a fine job defensively. Cannon and Marasigan, Marasigan and Baltasar rather, getting entangled, and it looks like Marasigan will be whistled for the foul. They're just trying their best to keep Balti out of the offensive glass.
And I feel they've given almost every available defender against Baltasar. That time around, Marasigan,
Kulang na lang si Coach Eric ang mag-box out.
Kasi grabe offensive rebounding
Oo. Siya na lang kulang na mag-box out.
Referee Alan Manzano.
And if you look at the five of the Huskers, it appears that the tallest guy on the floor really would just be Rodel Gavera. No Bunyag, no Sandagon, no Piso on the floor.
We have a referee substitution here.
Quezon Huskers.
They are challenging it.
Foul of Felipe Marasigan.
The last foul on Felipe Marasigan. We are tied at 14. Both teams exchanging runs here in the first period. A little over 2 minutes remaining. So opening quarter ng Game 2. This Coach's Challenge is brought to you by the MPBL Party List. Ang kaliga ng mamamayang Pilipino. Magbabalik kami.
The challenge made by the Quezon Huskers is unsuccessful.
Challenge unsuccessful for the Quezon Huskers. We look at the left side of your screen there. Just about the SAR denied by Marasigan, going for the defensive rebound. So Balti is at the line for 2 free throws.
Yung kanang kamay nakakawit dun sa braso ni Balti Baltasar. And this is another missed free throw here for Balti Baltasar.
He's missed 3 free throws. Lane violation on the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Jodel Fuentes returns for Felipe Marasigan. One of the rare times na medyo nag-downsize itong Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Binuya and Rayson, 2 of their smallest players, are on the floor. Alcoriza is playing the 3. Pero okay lang yan eh. As Minerva scores off that no-look pass galing kay Jodel Fuentes. Kasi hindi din naman ganun kalaki Quezon.
Right. Eh kaya nag-experiment ka rin how much of the rotation can you actually tweak against this size of the Quezon Huskers.
Binuya relocates. That's a 3-ball again. Hit a 3 from the same spot in Game 1. 17-16 Pampanga.
And Binuya going 2 out of 3 from the field in game number 1. It looks like pinapatuloy niya yan dito sa game number 2. Samantalang si Jodel continues to struggle for his shots.
It's over 5 for Jodel Fuentes and beyond the arc. Binuya trying to find Lervin Flores. Minerva bothering him. Lervin. An athletic finish galing kay Lervin Flores to make it a 3-point lead for Pampanga with a minute remaining in the first period.
Lervin Flores, you will always see him get involved in actions like those. Loves deflections and scramble for those loose balls.
Gravera in and out on the jumper, trying to get his own miss. He saves it to Tamsi. Tamsi back to Gravera. Rodel Gravera. Binubuhay ang Quezon. 7 points. 7 of the 18 of the Huskers in the first period. 30 seconds remaining. Rayson. Could he get past Tamsi? Umatras muna si Kurt. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Rayson. Pass too high for Alcoriza.
And so far, this has been a better quarter, a better start for the Quezon Huskers compared to the other two games.
Is the assist of the game ay inaandog ng MPBL party list ang kaliga ng mamamayang Pilipino. Gravera with the hustle play and Tamsi returning the favor para dito kay Rodel Gravera. Topeng Lagrama is in the game for Alvin Abundo. 7 seconds remaining. Jodel Fuentes. Fuentes will attack. Clobbered by Ramirez. No call. Benuya. Rayson will beat the buzzer. Kurt Rayson with a 3-ball to end the first period para sa Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
The 39% three-point shooter closing out the quarter with a three-point going glass. And right mind setting right there. Seeing the clock, trying to beat it, get the shot.
Did he get it off in time? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And alam mo, yung sinasabi natin, we've been giving Quezon a lot of credit for this first quarter performance. But again, Pampanga just relentless, playing until that final second. 22-18 at the end of one. The Giant Lanterns are ahead against the Huskers. We'll be right back.
nila, lamang habol. Even without LJ, kahit papano nakalaban, he expects the Giant Lanterns to respect the game of the Huskers. As we can see, he has a major point. So Delphin, Coach Mike.
Coach Governor Dennis Delta Pineda, wonderful report there. Mika, alam mo na, a lot of people have been saying the big advantage of this Pampanga team. And, Coach Governor Dennis Delta Pineda will be the first person to stop you there, okay? For his team not to get carried away by, by that thought. And also, alam mo, this very special relationship of Coach Governor Dennis Delta Pineda with his players. That's why, they play for him.
Yeah.
They play for the province. They play for him.
Yeah. And that relationship has really run deep into the players of Pampanga. As you see, Central Manny. The battle of the 3 points has really gone to the side of Pampanga Giant Lanterns. They're 6 out of 11 from that area versus the 30% 3 of 10 shooting para dito sa Quezon.
Great save here by Sandagon, and they forgot about Topeng Lagrama late on the closeout. Was Kurt Rayson. But on the other end, bumawi naman.
Bumawi lang.
Si Kurt Rayson. Jodel Fuentes with a fadeaway. He misses. Rebound ni Baltasar. Rayson. Couple of threes already para kay Kurt. Binigay kay Benuya. Three-pointer again. Raymond Benuya.
Now, if you're not leading second chance points and offensive rebounds, his 3-point mix actually that's hurting Quezon right now, and you got to be able to counter that. Again, running here are the Giant Lanterns.
3 more made threes. Rayson feeling it, and the Giant Lanterns are sizzling here in Dubai. That's 5 straight field goals from beyond the arc, including that buzzer-beating 3 in the first period. Raymond Benuya also knocking it down. I think that's 6 because Benuya also hit a 3. And wow, what a show of firepower. I thought this was going to... Ibang klase. Itong Benuya Rayson, mas-shooter pa pala.
Meron ka Benuya Rayson, meron ka pang Brandon Ramirez at Baltasar na inaalala sa ilalim, but the threes have really fallen for Pampanga right now.
This timeout is brought to you by the MPBL party list, ang kaliga ng mamamayang Pilipino. Back inside the Al Nasser Club, Rashid bin Hamdan Indoor Hall, where our chairman and founder, Senator Manny Pacquiao, and wife Jinky are in attendance. Also, the very VIP for Pampanga was Bong Pineda, the father of Coach Governor Dennis Delta Pineda. And then din ng Pampanga Giant Lanterns team owner, A.G. Gonzalez. And of course, si Kong Dong and family. Congressman Dong Gonzalez, Senior Deputy Speaker in the building.
And you love that.
And the wife, Mamay. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Ang gabi. Andito po sila lahat. No? And natiin natin yung mga kaibigan natin nanood. Randy Del Mundo, JC and Jan Sobrevega, Chard Galang, Ronnie Alonte, Jojo Cunanan, Vice Jel Alonte, Joel Liu, dami nila. Opiso trying to answer. The Rayson saves it only to Lagrama, who is called for an offensive foul.
And somehow that size advantage in that matchup, at least, really favoring Kurt Rayson over Topeng Lagrama. And so, you know, you got to do a better job of running out on the 50-50 balls if you want to try and snatch this one if you're the Huskers.
You see the difference, where, you know, yung where Pampanga can hurt you. Ngayon, they are getting hurt. You know, Quezon's getting hurt from beyond the arc. In game 1, it was the inside baskets, the second chance points. Ngayon, ibang atake na naman.
Yeah. And Pampanga is #1 when it comes to second chance points in the regular season, roughly about 20. And samantalang yung 3-point makes nila, they're making 8 of their 25 attempts in a game. And so the varying points of attack and source ng mga puntos even makes it difficult to defend against the Giant Lanterns.
Rayson the fadeaway, no good. Tapikan ng bola. Guess who comes away with it? Justin Baltasar, pero LJ Gonzalez forces a jump ball.
And sometimes that's all you really can do in a tough battle against the bigs. Ito, kombinasyon ni Baltasar at Lervin Flores. That's not an easy combination. Both very athletic, can stretch the floor defensively. LJ right now using again his speed.
Alcoriza leaking out. Alcoriza fouled hard by Tamsi.
And Alcoriza has really started the fourth quarter in game #1, scoring 8 of his points in that game, leaking out this time. Tansi had to hurry up because fast break is one of those weapons as well that the Giant Lanterns are really good at.
And that's Alcoriza. That's a finals foul. Okay?
Agree. Agree. Kasi naiintindihan mo, 21 points per game sa fast break. Ito nga Pampanga Giant Lantern, tumushoot na sa 3, may second chance points pa. Huwag mo nang bigyan ng pagkakataon makakuha ng rhythm doon.
This ang unang free throw ni Renz Alcoriza. Meanwhile, let's go to Andrea Indicio.
If we'll be caught lacking, if we'll be talking about fate, I'm sure you know Coach Eric Gonzalez won't be caught lacking. Kung mapapansin nyo nga noon, there were times that Coach Eric would just sit sa kanilang bench kahit grabe na ang aksyon, or sometimes he would be caught on cam and kneeling down, and you know what he said? During those times, nagdadasal lang talaga daw siya. Actually, kanina and during the start of game 1, Coach Eric was walking around the court. Mga nakailang ikot din siya, and he told me hindi daw siya mapakali. So he did his so-called prayer walk. So, Coach Mike.
Maraming salamat, Andrea. Prayer walks can be very, you know, at the same time, helpful and therapeutic, and can help you relax. And if that's the way for Coach Eric, then by all means,
Whatever works.
Whatever works, because they need something to work here. It's a kick ball from LJ though, pero hindi tinawagan. But the travel on Sandagon. And look at Pampanga just swarming at Quezon at every swing of that basketball.
Exactly, yung swing na yun, late na actually yung defense ni naparating. Pero Lervin Flores is just so athletic to be able to get to that spot and make them think otherwise to make the shots.
Turnover story, 8 for Quezon, 5 for Pampanga. Binuya will drive, he draws the foul, and Raymond Binuya, see the confidence now from Raymond Binuya. Not that he is short of it, pero biglang may spring ang kanyang pagtakbo dito.
Kasi makikita mo, they're getting into a good rhythm. They're making their shots. The big guys are, all in there, all out, supporting them, and why not?
And let's go back to Mika Abisamis for a report on Pampanga.
Sabi daw ni Governor Delta Pineda kay Raymond Binuya, dumipensa ka, yun lang ang gagawin mo, depensa, takbo. So entering the finals, pinaghandaan niya ng doble ang utos na yon. Pero sabi niya sa akin, Mika, hindi niya alam. Bala ko siyang isurprise sa opensa ko. Kasi hindi pa ako nakakapag-shopping Tingin-tingin pa lang, baka sakali bago umuwi, may paper bag na ako sa kwarto. I just love this relationship between the players and Gov Delta. Si Del, Coach Mike.
That's the funniest report out of Dubai, by the way. My goodness. Raymond Binuya was talking about brands before the game with me. Okay?
There he goes again.
Diretso sa outlet! Dumiretso ka na sa outlet, Raymond Binuya! 35-21.
I don't know if the report was funny because of the shopping or involves si Binuya.
It's everything.
It's
everything,
everything.
Coach Mike. LJ for 3. In and out. Another big second quarter for Pampanga. Rayson. Rayson for 3. Pampanga putting on a show in Dubai. It's a 17-point lead in the second quarter.
And what a sensational run by Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Just a one-and-done situation.
12 points for Kurt Rayson, 10 points for Raymond Binuya off the bench. Gravera forces a foul on Justin Baltazar.
And finally, they get something out of this. And Gravera, for the most part, has been actively pursuing that for the Huskers.
This three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. And the word shop rings a bell
I know.
for Raymond Binuya. Back-to-back with Kurt Rayson. Two of the smallest guys on the floor are doing some heavy lifting para dito sa Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
Heavy lifting to the point that, Balti and Lervin medyo relax ng konti kasi yung mga guardia nila ngayon lang tumatrabaho offensively, and you definitely would love that if you're the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. And to think that we have not seen so much of NJ Garcia tells you the firepower from the guard spot of itong Giant Lanterns.
Well, this is their finals moment. When a series is played out, usually there will be games when the few players will come out of their shells. And this is the game for Raymond Binuya and Kurt Rayson.
I know, what a way to be doing this breakthrough. Ooh, what a shot. Right there by Judel Fuentes. Difficult as it may look, he still's got 2 points.
Well, Judel Fuentes, may konting hang time dun. Flores to Binuya. Raymond splits. Almost para kay Raymond Binuya. Mabundo to Judel. Corner 3. No. Marasigan with the offensive rebound. Looking for Gravera.
Oh, that's a travel.
One step too many para kay Rodel Gravera.
He was actually serving, trying to find an open spot, and another shooter on the other end. But in both cases, he traveled.
The Pampanga Giant Lanterns, relentless in the second period. They built a 13-point lead as we go into this timeout. 4 minutes and 11 seconds left in the first half of Game 2.
Jenny Lynn Nebres from La Union. Dito'y Dubai, 18 years dito yak Dubayon. Go Pampanga!
I'm Edward Delmin from Cabiao Nueva Ecija. I'm already 12 years here in Dubai. Go Pampanga Giant Lantern!
Buklod ka Pampangan! Go Giant Lantern!
Dubai is home to almost 500,000 OFWs. And Kurt Rayson, Game 1 statistics, 8 points and 6 assists. And alam mong, he was 4 of 13 in Game 1, but you always felt like, he was doing a pretty good job with, spreading the offense and really letting everyone get involved and get their confidence. But in Game 2, right now, 12 points, 4 of 6 beyond the arc, to go with 4 assists para kay Kurt Rayson.
And you love that he's finally gone back to the Kurt Rayson that we knew in the regular season. He's been knocking those shots regularly, and right now we're seeing it here. And the thing is, in the playoffs, it's almost just one made shot out of 4 attempts from 3. And so far, 4 out of 6 is really a breakthrough para dito kay Kurt Rayson.
Judel Fuentes using the left hand, no good. Marasigan is blocked. Opiso is there. Abundo will fire. Three-pointer won't go. Garcia with a rebound. Gets it to Baltasar. Back to MJ. MJ, hinanap si Rayson.
The defense right there by Marasigan closing out.
Rayson again! Kurt Rayson! Nagbabaga ang kamay ni Kurt Rayson dito sa Dubai.
Oh, it's 5 out of 7 right now from the outside. Samantalang itong Huskers, they continue to struggle. They got the second chance opportunities. They got offensive rebounds, but they're not knocking down those shots.
Forced that one, Kurt Rayson. Heat check for him. Abundo on the run. Marasigan takes the jumper short on that one, and MJ Garcia wants to slow things down. 15-point lead for the Giant Lanterns. Under 3 minutes remaining in the first half.
And somehow this is where you feel the value of Gab Banal, who would settle down the Huskers as we see Jay Moegalos knock down another post-up on the block.
Inside or outside, the Giant Lanterns are hurting Quezon in so many ways. Fuentes gets it to Opiso. Nandun si Balti. Opiso puts the ball on the deck. The runner is good para kay Jason Opiso.
Now I like that mindset of Jason Opiso. Shots not falling. You gotta put the ball on the floor, stay in control. Ito halos ang hindi mo nakakakitaan ng emosyon masyado si Jason, and he's been so far really good for the Huskers.
Rayson again! What a half para kay Kurt Rayson.
11 out of 20 Pampanga total from the three-point region.
17 points off the bench para kay Kurt Rayson. And it all started with that buzzer-beating 3 to end the first period. Abundo gets 3 points back, trims the deficit to 15, minute and a half remaining of the first half in Game 2.
It's easier said than done to be saying na make this a defensive game, but if you're going up against the firepower of the Giant Lanterns, it really exerts a lot of effort on the opponent. Another steal.
Pampanga doing a great job getting back in transition. Mintis ang tira na yun ni MJ Garcia. 45-30. Abundo takes the jumper and knocks it down over Archie Concepcion. And Coach Governor Dennis Delta Pineda has wants a ceasefire here as Abundo has scored 5 straight points para maibaba ang lamang to 13. 63 seconds left in the first half of Game 2 ng inyong MPBL National Finals. We'll be right back. Pampanga's fans inside the Al Nasser Club, Rashid bin Hamdan Indoor Hall. They're enjoying what they're seeing from their Pampanga Giant Lanterns, the back-to-back North Division champions and chasing back-to-back national titles. The Quezon Huskers and their supporters hindi naman natitinag. Gusto pa rin i-cheer and i-push ang kanilang Huskers para maitabla ang serye na to. But so far, it's Pampanga with a 13-point advantage. We'd like to give a quick shout-out sa Hot Palayok Restaurant. Mga kaibigan natin dyan, Rolando Reyes and Howell Danganan. Hot Palayok, dun kami kumakain every day.
Dito?
Dito sa Dubai.
Oh, I have to find that.
Chief Executive Officer Joe Ramos, Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes, and Glenn Gakal, our legal counsel here in Dubai. Also, nanonood sa atin, Joseph Peñaredondo, Tom Duromal, William and Ena Fong. Magandang gabi magandang umaga sa inyo because it's already past midnight. Al Muño, Mr. Sulat, and Jojo Antiporda. Hope you're all doing well there. Baltasar misses inside the paint. Rodel Gravera with a rebound. 45-32. LJ Gonzalez. Out to Gravera. Umatake si Rodel. Bunyag is denied by Baltasar.
What a defensive recovery by Balti right there.
Inside MJ. Drop pass to Iquitos. What a pass galing kay Kurt Rayson and the great recognition galing kay MJ Garcia.
And you like that they started off with a defensive end, a good rotation, finally trying to get a run on the other side of the floor, exploiting scramble defense by the Huskers.
Gavera launches the three, no good. Garcia, he has time. Rayson for three. Diretso na sana sa outlet si Kurt Rayson. Kasama niya si Raymond Pinuya. Kung pumasok pa yon.
Oh, yeah. But ibang klase rin naman talaga yung pagkakain ng first quarter na yun. So far, the numbers have shown us that this is very similar to game number 1 where, you know, a good run by the Giant Lanterns against and limiting below 15 points itong Quezon Huskers.
Second quarter again going to Pampanga. This halftime score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX with a second quarter explosion. It is now a 15-point lead for the Giant Lanterns against the Huskers in Game 2. Magbabalik ang inyong MPBL National Finals.